What you see isn't always what God sees. Sometimes we only see the surface, but God sees the heart. He sees beyond our limitations and understands our true potential. Sometimes we look at our life and we see a failure, but God sees the foundation for a testimony. We might see obstacles, but God sees opportunities. We might see pain, but God sees growth. We might see the end, but God sees a new beginning. Trust in His perspective, for He sees beyond what we can see. We see a rock, rough, unshaped, hard, but God sees a diamond, full of beauty, purpose, and value. Imagine a miner tirelessly searching through the earth, finding what seems like just another stone. Yet, with patience and skill, that stone is transformed by a jeweler into a brilliant diamond, revealing its true worth. Similarly, God sees beyond our rough exterior, recognizing the potential and beauty within each of us, waiting to be uncovered and polished. Isaiah 55 verses 8-9 says, "My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways and my thoughts than your thoughts." This verse reminds us that God's perspective is far greater than ours. His plans and thoughts surpass our understanding, offering us hope and assurance in His divine wisdom. You see what's in front of you. God sees what's ahead of you. He knows your past, your present, and your future. He sees what you can't. When you're lost in the moment, He sees the bigger picture. Every step you take, He's already seen the path. Trust in His vision, for it encompasses all that you are and all that you will be. Look beyond the present and find peace in His foresight. The end of our knowledge is only the beginning of His wisdom. So when you feel stuck, broken, or unsure, trust His vision, not your own. Trusting God's vision means believing that He sees beyond what we can see. His plans are greater, His purpose is higher, and His love is deeper. Countless lives have been transformed by surrendering to His guidance. When we let go and let God, we find peace, direction, and hope. Trust in His vision. Let Him lead, let Him shape your story, because He's not finished with you yet. Trust in His timing and His plan. Sometimes the path may seem unclear, but remember, God sees beyond what we see. He knows the desires of your heart and the dreams you hold dear. Allow Him to guide you, and you will find peace and purpose. Just like a river flows effortlessly, let your life flow under His direction. Embrace the journey, knowing that with God, every step is meaningful. What's one area where you need to stop relying on your sight and start trusting God's vision? Share it in the comments. Someone else might be walking that road too. Like this video, share it with a friend who needs this reminder, and never forget, God sees the diamond in you, even if you still see the stone. Take a moment to reflect, write down your thoughts and pray for guidance. Your journey is unique, and your story can inspire others. Sometimes the path we walk seems unclear, but God has a plan for each of us. His vision is perfect, even when ours is clouded. Remember, every twist and turn, every moment of doubt is part of His greater design. Trust in His timing, for He knows the way even when we cannot see it. Keep your faith strong and let His light guide you through every shadow. As you move forward, take comfort in knowing that you are never alone. God's plan for you is unfolding one step at a time. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a willing spirit, and watch as His magnificent vision for your life comes to light. Faith over fear. When fear grips our hearts, faith can set us free. Trust in God's plan and let faith guide you through the darkest times. Remember, fear is a natural reaction, but it should not dictate our actions. Instead, let faith be your anchor. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to breathe, reflect, and pray. Draw strength from knowing that God's love is unwavering and His presence is always near. In those moments of uncertainty, lean into your faith, for it will light the way forward. Let go of fear and embrace the peace that comes from trusting in His divine plan. You are stronger than you think, and with faith you can overcome any obstacle. Let faith be the lens through which you view the world, turning trials into triumphs and fear into courage. Purpose in pain. Pain is not without purpose. God uses our struggles to shape us, to mold us into who we are meant to be. In the midst of our suffering, we may feel lost, questioning why we must endure such hardship. But remember, every trial and tribulation is a part of God's greater plan for us. It's in these moments of pain that we grow stronger, develop resilience, and deepen our faith. Just as a diamond is formed under pressure, our character is refined through adversity. Trust that each challenge serves a greater purpose, and that God is with you every step of the way. Embrace the lessons that pain brings, for they are the stepping stones to becoming the person you are destined to be. Through faith and perseverance, you will find that even in the darkest times there is light and purpose. Let your pain be the catalyst for growth, and know that God is shaping you into something beautiful. Hope in uncertainty. In times of uncertainty, hope is our anchor. God's promises are true, and His love is unwavering. When the path ahead seems unclear and doubt creeps into our hearts, it is hope that keeps us moving forward. Even in the face of the unknown, we can find solace in the knowledge that God is in control. His plans for us are greater than we can imagine, and He is always working for our good. Trusting in His promises gives us the strength to face each day with courage and optimism. Let hope be the light that guides you through the fog of uncertainty, reminding you that with God, all things are possible. Embrace the journey, knowing that every step is part of His divine plan. In the midst of chaos, hold on to hope, for it is the assurance that God's love and faithfulness will never fail. No matter what lies ahead, you are never alone. God is with you, and His hope will sustain you through every trial and triumph. Strength and weakness. Our weaknesses are not a hindrance but an opportunity for God to show His strength. Lean on Him, and you will find the strength you need. When we feel inadequate, overwhelmed, or unworthy, it is in those moments that God's power is made perfect. He takes our brokenness and transforms it into something beautiful. Through our struggles and shortcomings, we learn to rely on Him completely. It is not by our own might but by His grace that we are made strong. Remember, it is in the valleys of life that we experience the depth of God's love and support. Embrace your weaknesses, for they are the very places where God's strength can shine the brightest. In your moments of doubt and despair, turn to Him and witness the miraculous ways He lifts you up. Allow God's strength to be your foundation, and you will find the courage to face any challenge. Trust that in your weakness, He is strong, and His power will carry you through. Joy in the journey. The journey may be long and arduous, but there is joy to be found in every step. Trust in God's timing and enjoy the journey. Every twist and turn, every high and low, holds a lesson and a blessing waiting to be discovered. When we shift our focus from the destination to the journey itself, we begin to see God's hand in every moment. Embrace the process, for it is shaping you into who you are meant to be. Celebrate the small victories and cherish the growth that comes from the challenges. Remember, it is not just about reaching the end, but about finding joy in the path that leads you there. Trust that God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, teaching you, and filling your heart with joy. Let the journey itself become a source of inspiration and gratitude. For in the journey we find not only our destination, but also the true essence of our faith. Gratitude in all things. Gratitude transforms our perspective. In every situation, give thanks, for God is working all things for your good. When we cultivate a heart of gratitude, we begin to see life through a lens of abundance rather than scarcity. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow, and every blessing becomes a reminder of God's unwavering love. It is easy to be thankful in times of joy, but true gratitude shines brightest during trials. By giving thanks in all circumstances, we acknowledge that God's plan is greater than our understanding. This act of faith not only brings us peace but also strengthens our relationship with Him. Let gratitude be the compass that guides you through life's storms, illuminating the path with hope and trust in God's perfect plan. Remember, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. So, in everything, give thanks. Final encouragement. Remember, you are never alone. God is with you, guiding you and loving you every step of the way. Trust in His vision and let Him lead your life. In moments of doubt, turn to Him. In times of joy, praise Him. Through every high and low, rest in the assurance that His plans for you are filled with hope and a future. You are cherished, you are seen, and you are deeply loved by the Creator of the universe. Embrace this truth, and let it fill your heart with peace and confidence. Walk forward